two, one.
Yo, how's everybody doing? Welcome to the new year. Happy New Year to everybody.
And I'm
This is
your
the
host, Straight
EMD
Talk
Sports
10.
Show. I'm your host, Chris Hit Miss. We're here to talk about new year, new sports, new league, new chips, new champs, new everything. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay. Oh,
We got new
boy.
pairs of underwear.
Oh, where did that come from?
Man, stop playing games. Yeah.
I hear you, man. I hear you, man.
Yo, that's the Black Friday sales, man. Stop playing around, man. Stop playing around. 70% off. All right,
Yes,
yo, we're here
sir.
to people. We're gonna recap of week 17,
Yeah,
right?
we're gonna recap week 18.
Week 18, excuse me, the last game of the season. Real fast. We can recap it.
All right. So for week 18, it was the Panthers versus the Falcons. The Panthers won that one. We both selected the Falcons. The Jaguars versus the Colts. The Colts won that game. So that's 1 point for Ted. The Commanders and Cowboys. We both picked the Commanders. That's a win right there. The Saints versus the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers won. Points for both of y'all for that one. The Bears versus the Packers. The Bears won that game.
Dallas. Oh, God. They said all their players out. I forgot the end of the season.
The Giants and the Eagles, as expected, the Eagles won that one. The Texans and the Titans, both of you get a point for that one because the Texans won. The Bills versus the Patriots.
Oh,
Patriots
God.
won that one.
Why?
Then what we had? We had the Chargers and the Raiders, as expected. The Chargers won that one.
Oh.
The Dolphins and the Jets, and the Jets won that one. Then we had the and then we got the 49ers and the Cardinals. The Cardinals won that one. Then the Seahawks versus the Rams. Seahawks beat the Rams, so Ted got a point for that one. And then, of course, the Broncos beat the Chiefs. That's not a shocker there. And then the Vikings and the Lions won that one. So Chris
Dun, 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 dun.
Final score: Chris 7, Ted 8.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Yo, this
Yes.
dude is singing now?
I would like to say, give thanks to all the supporters, man, that was, knew that I was going to pull through with this, man. I know my picks wasn't the best, but yeah, hey, win's a win, man. It doesn't matter,
This
man.
one?
Well, actually, no, it wasn't.
1 week?
Actually, Chris, it wasn't 1 week. If you ask
See,
that
desperate.
guy, and he'll
Desperate.
tell you I beat you 5 out of 3 weeks that we were doing this. So I dominated you, actually. Yo, ask him. Hey, listen.
Man, it's more like 2 out of the last 5, bro. Please.
All right, so we'll do it real quick. We'll do it real quick. I'll screen share that. Hold on for a second.
Nah, what you afraid of, man? Come on, man. Oh man, this guy don't take L's that well, man. He's a sore loser. I never knew him to be that way.
Is it? I didn't know it was over yet.
Well, you want to count the playoffs? You want to count the playoffs? We talking about regular season. Regular season, I dominated. That's what it is.
Oh no, you.
No, we doing. Yo, he got 8 weeks of tally information in. Chris, what are you talking about?
Oh.
Yo, remember we didn't do some shows sometime, Chris. Remember we didn't do some shows.
18 weeks. Did we not?
We did 8.
We did a lot of weeks. What we talking about?
That's true. Yeah, we this is only including the
Yeah, I would have.
The ones that I don't have those records.
Oh,
I will have to watch those episodes. I'm gonna have to watch those episodes and
I ain't lucky. I ain't worried about none of that. I'm pretty confident, man. I'm pretty confident of my ability to pitch, man. I mean, it's close because it's not bad. I mean, yeah, well, if I was horrible, beat me, what does it say about your picks?
Horrible. Alright, now 1 week you got lucky because I went crazy. I probably should have picked a lot of the numbers. And last week you came out 1. You won 1 over. Let me see.
That was last week.
That was terrible. That week with that. That's what pushed you back over the hump.
Yeah.
Last week, that was terrible.
And this was, yeah, so Ted got 12.
Yeah, and I got 15.
Chris got 15.
Yeah. You
That was
sure you want to pull out some
15.
old stats? Please. Smoked him.
But we got the playoffs coming up.
All right, let's
Yeah.
go, man. Let's go, man.
We got the playoffs coming up.
Oh, speaking of the playoffs, the first game of the day. Let's go. What we talking about?
Here we go. We got the
Yeah.
Chargers against the Texans.
Is that the first game?
That's a 4:30 game. It says that because
I
Steelers play
think that's
tonight.
the 4:30 game. I'll double check right now.
Oh, so okay.
Yep. So I'll start with Chris. Chris, Chargers versus the Texans. Who you got?
All right, real fast. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it in just a little bit. The Texans. It's weird. Real talk. Like, I don't know. I think CJ Stroud's having like a little sophomore slump. They banged up. I don't know what's going on. It's like they got off high, but they not. So, even though I really like the Texas team, but they banged up too much. I'm gonna give the first year coach from the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh. I'm gonna give the Chargers, and they are way too. Damn, that's tough, man. That's tough. I'm gonna go with the Chargers. Only reason why, because I feel like they banged up. They ain't got Diggs. He out for the season.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the Chargers as well. I think they're going into the playoffs with some momentum. Houston Texans, they're having a couple of speed bumps. They're not coming in there really smooth. I don't know about no sophomore slump, whatever. But I just think that right now Chargers is playing the better football right at this moment.
All right, so both of you picked the Chargers. How much points do you think the Chargers are going to score, Chris?
I got 30.
Okay, I will go with 39.
36. All right, so for the Chargers versus the Texans, Chris and Ted both have the Chargers. Chris has the Chargers scoring 36 points. Ted has the Chargers scoring 39. Up next, number 6 Steelers versus.
Well, I'll say this, man. I'll say this. I'm not gonna go against my Steelers, but I will say this though. I will say this that I don't think we're going into the playoffs with the confidence of possibly winning this game. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm a Steelers fan, I want my team to win. But if I go in there feeling like we coming in with some momentum, we playing good. Yeah, we coming in losing like 5 losses in a row, man. That's not 4 losses in a row, whatever it is. It's not a good look. I don't think we can tighten things up between last week and today and make the changes that we need. I just think that right now the Ravens is playing better football. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a close game and the Ravens win, or it's a blowout and the Ravens win. But I'm still rooting for my Steelers win. Let's see what happens.
Yo, Ed, and next Friday, you see my face? Remember when Mike Ash said that? Yo, stop, bro.
What's that?
Stop, bro. You're making mad excuses for your team, bro. Mad excuses for your team. All this, all that, all this. Yo, nobody want to hear those excuses, man. Yo,
I did. I'm still picking the Steelers. I'm still picking the Steelers to win. I'm just not really confident they're going to win. That's all.
Oh man, it's gonna go. Oh man. Oh man, you've been confident all year round. Now you ducking the smoke. The smoke. And they're not playing with Zay Flowers. Come on, man. I want to hear that garbage. It's still a nation, man. Terrible towels, man. Bring out your terrible towels, man.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? oh my goodness, this guy's lucky,
Hey,
man. This guy's
hey,
not really
man,
a
hey,
Steelers fan,
man,
man. I'm
hey,
pissing you.
hey, hey.
Oh man, y'all getting smoked
It is what
tonight.
it is.
Y'all
What it
getting
is, man.
smoked
But remember, now,
tonight.
let
Y'all
me
getting
just say,
smoked tonight,
this, man, because I
man.
see you saying your thing. But
Yo,
we did
man.
beat them this season. Just keep that in mind that we can't beat this team. Okay, we can't beat them.
Good because yeah, that's good. Y'all beat them the first time. So you know what I said? What you always says, you just hard to beat a team 3 times. Or they ain't beat them 2 times. They only beat them 1 time. So we ain't even gotta worry about that jinx. Yo, man, I'ma keep it real. You heard about the report about people
Well,
wanting to trade
a
for Mike
lot of people,
Tomlin? Yo, they starting that trade shit.
a
They're
lot
trying
of
to get the
people
team for
saying
the coach.
that it may be time for Tomlin to move on.
Oh.
And I'm kind of, let me finish. And I'm kind of in agreement with that. I think
Hold on.
sometimes you stay someplace for a long time, and sometimes it is time for you to move on. I just think that the Steelers, the way they style of players and the coaches that they have, they're just not going to win no Super Bowl with the way the teams are playing, their opponents are playing. All right, first of all, you cannot expect this mentality to have one good guy on defense that can do multiple things and cover all the deficiencies that the Steelers do. You can't have that no more. You gotta stop paying these guys in their position. If the Steelers do not be able to put pressure on the opposing quarterback, they're going to lose the game because that's what they depend on because they don't have enough good safeties and good guys. I mean, other than Watt, when you start going behind that line, it's a little bit suspect, man, because they can't play man to man that well, and they zones they're always reacting as opposed to anticipating. So with that being said, I think they need to move on from and they need to just like blow it up to be honest with you. And I'm quite sure Tomlin would get picked up ASAP because he's a good coach. But what I will say about Tomlin, and maybe I could be wrong, but watching the games, I think when they have a game plan for the week, they go with that game plan in the game and they don't make any changes. They just go with that. And I think that may be one of the Achilles heels of the Steelers. Like they don't make no in-game changes. It's just like, okay, let's just go with what we did all week and just stuff it down their throat and hopefully be successful. It's about X's and O's, man. What separates the great coaches from the good coaches is that they can make real game time decisions and it can make an impact on the game. And I think the Steelers, for some reason, they can't do that. So, but I got them to win because they my team. I want them to win the game. But I've been hearing the talks about Steelers and Tomlin
Yo,
and
hold
draft
on.
picks. You know, yeah, listen. Hey, listen. I'm just saying,
Hold on. I ain't gonna let you slide
if
with that. You know, yo,
hey,
hold on. First
hold
of
on. Let
all,
me
hold
finish
on.
though.
That is so
Hold on.
ridiculous.
I'm
You
just
just
saying,
want to fight a
if
head
Tomlin
coach
moves,
and a
I don't want to lose Tomlin. But if he
man.
does, I understand. I clearly understand.
Yo,
What are you talking
you
about?
sound
What are you talking
ridiculous.
about?
What are you talking about? Yo, coaches are not a dime a dozen. Yo, coaches are not a dime a dozen. You're gonna get rid of a guy who got 10 seasons. He never had a bad losing season. He had a Super
Yeah.
Bowl. He had a Super Bowl. Oh, he been there twice, right? Yo, hold on. What are we talking about? Let's just call it what it is, man. Give this man a real young
Well, that's the point I'm trying to
quarterback.
say, Chris. I
Period,
mean,
man.
Chris,
Like that, we gotta stop
The
making
Steelers are not gonna
excuses.
draft. The Steelers
No.
are not.
You talking about safety?
Let's not
You
get it
talking
twisted.
about
You
defense?
talking about offense and quarterbacks, okay? Roethlisberger would not have been that
Yeah.
great unless it wasn't for the Steelers defense. All Steelers teams, from exception, going to Super Bowls, it's been their defense. Even Terry Bradshaw, even Terry Bradshaw, even Terry Bradshaw playing.
Not the one.
Not
Not
what?
when the one they should put. Not the one the last Super Bowl they won. Not the last Super Bowl they won. Not the
Oh,
last
you
Super
think it
Bowl
was
they won.
really?
It had nothing to do with defense. It was
Yeah.
straight offense. The game winning touch. I
All
mean, the
right.
game winning
Yeah.
touchdowns with the offense. That
Yeah.
was an offensive game. You forgot
Yeah.
Kurt Warner was
Okay.
going crazy.
Yeah.
Larry Fitzgerald. It was
But
going
yeah. But
crazy.
Kurt Warner wasn't the same Kurt when he was playing for Arizona,
I
right?
hear you.
Right. I
I
remember.
hear you, but
Yeah. Yeah. He was smoking. He was smoking.
yeah, he was smoking that defense. He was smoking that defense. He was
Yeah.
just
I'm not.
Larry
Listen.
Fitzgerald was
I'm just
going
saying,
off.
man.
You know what I
You
mean? Like
the Steelers.
I'm
You
not.
watch. I mean, other than that
I hear
Super
what you're
Bowl,
saying. I hear what you're saying
you
with
watch
the
the Steelers
defense,
after that Super Bowl.
but
They they didn't make the playoffs twice after 2 years after that. Then they started making the
they,
playoffs. They started losing in the playoffs. You're right. We are a Super Bowl organization, But we're not making Super Bowl moves, man. We're not making Super Bowl moves.
Hold on, but let me say this. Let me say this real fast. Hold on, let me say this. Let's get to the details. Ben Roethlisberger stayed 4 more seasons way too late. I don't know why the organization didn't get him out of there.
That's what the Steelers. That's what the Steelers do. Let's be honest.
He was garbage the last 4 or 5 seasons. Hold on. Okay, look. You got Mason Rudolph, bro. Mason Rudolph, bro. Like, you got Kenny Pickett's the guy with 2 gloves. Like, what are we talking about? So we're talking about a guy who keep winning with.
Let me say this. Let me ask you something, Chris. Let me ask you something, Chris. Let me ask you something. Now you know when they doing those drafts, all those people that you talking about, that you saying that it ain't their fault, they are a part of that team that's recruiting those players or bringing those players up, or they're gonna draft those players. So I'm not. Yeah, they are to blame for it because they're not able to evaluate talent as good as they used to. Okay. Now you say you don't have this in football. You don't have the luxury to waste a quarterback pick. You understand that? You know that, right? You can't be drafting the guy in the first round and all of a sudden like, oh, he's a bust. Yo, you know how much it takes to get back to that point to do that? All right, so when you yeah, well, you know what? That's nothing. Yeah, he walked out the door. They made these changes and all this and that. Yo, the Steelers are used to things that are consistent. See, quarterback consistency. Yo, but also you gotta hold the people up top, man, the brass accountable, because they're not recruiting good players and they don't want to pay some people sometimes.
I don't understand what's the problem with them watching actual football. Like, I'm sorry, like, people keep saying, like, Patrick Mahomes, oh, he won 7, it's shocking. He's really, no, it's not shocking. If you watch college football, he was a superstar. He was a top 2, 3 pick. Like I watch college football. I can tell you, like, oh, he's going to be good, he's going to be great. Like, no, I don't want to hear about Patrick Mahomes, he ain't no upset. No, he was at Texas Tech against Pittsburgh. Hold on. There's another one. You got so many quarterbacks in and out of the same draft. Like, let's keep it real. Like, Lamar Jackson went in the second round, the last pick,
see,
like,
see, that's
why got Lamar Jackson. But nobody wanted Lamar Jackson. In the same division, the Cleveland Browns had drafted Baker Mayfield number 1. Why the hell didn't you get Lamar Jackson?
Well, like, it's not.
It's simple. Just get
sometimes
a quarterback.
Sometimes as fans watching the game, Chris, we can see the evaluation of these guys and how they'd be a good fit for teams. But that's not how the owners look. The owners look at some things that are a lot more different than we do. Oh, but not only that, but yeah, exactly. We want this guy to be the face of the team as our starting quarterback.
Got to be.
But for years,
the fact that y'all had Mason Rudolph as your franchise quarterback for multiple years.
The point I'm trying to say is that goes back to what I was saying, Chris, in regards to they're not doing a good job evaluating talent. That's my point. When me and you can say, yo, we know this guy's better than this guy. Why would they draft this guy? You gotta say, what the hell's going on here? You understand what I'm saying?
But then it's like they got Russell Wilson. Okay, he's playing good. I'm not gonna lie. But then you got Landry Fields, and I keep saying Landry Fields is still not ready. So now what? You're gonna keep Landry Fields.
Well, let me just say this. Let me add to that. All right. Let me add to that. I understand what you're saying, and you got a good point there, Chris. But let me just say this: not everybody's gonna come in and be a hot quarterback. Quarterbacks have to develop. All right. You ain't gonna be like the guy from Washington Commanders coming in on fire like that. Everybody's not gonna come in on fire like that. Or how some guys have their rookie season. Some guys got to develop, and I think Fields is the answer. You say he's not ready. I'm one of the guys that wanted him to start because I saw a couple of mistakes. Well, you can say what you want. I mean, I guess we can just agree to disagree on that. But the point I'm saying is that I think Justin Fields. But you gotta have confidence in this guy to do the job. You gotta let him play his game, and it says that let him go a little bit. Let him do his thing. You know what I mean? But it's nah,
He got 2 more years
nah. I don't.
development.
Nah.
He got at least two more
Listen, the
years.
guy came from
Yeah,
Ohio
he
State,
do. He
right?
do. He got another 2 years,
Yeah, it's come
bro.
from a winning program. They don't put out.
Yeah.
They don't.
They don't
They
got.
don't put
They
out
don't
suspect
look.
guys.
They
Okay.
don't got. They
Yeah.
don't. Thank you. Go ahead.
Listen, man.
They don't put out
I think
quarterbacks
Fields is
either.
ready.
They don't really put out quarterbacks, bro. You know that. Ohio State don't got.
Put 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 it like
I
this. Put
think
it
he's a
like
good player.
this.
I don't think he's ready
Let me
after the
just say
beginning of the
this. Let
year
me
two
just
on
say
the
this. The
bench.
other day
He
we
ain't
saw the
got no
mistake
touch on
that
that pass.
Russell Wilson did the other day. All right, when he was supposed to run out of bounds and he didn't, and he took all that clock. You don't think Fields would have ran out of bounds?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. That's my point. So I think he's ready. That's my point.
Yeah, he woulda. He woulda.
Now he doesn't have that
I don't think.
passing touch like
I
Wilson
don't
at
think
this
y'all would
point
make
yet.
playoffs if he
But
was starting.
he still got a gun. He still got a strong arm. But he may not have the
Yo,
accuracy as Wilson. But that takes time. That's what I'm saying. But he could extend plays.
Ted, he
Wilson can't
can't score.
extend
He
plays
can't
like
score
this guy
touchdowns.
can.
That's his. He can't score touchdowns.
No, 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 no,
He's
no,
not
no,
getting
no,
the
no,
red
no,
zone. He's
no, no,
terrible in
no.
the red zone.
The
That's his issue.
The
That's the
Steelers
only
in
issue
general are
he
bad in the
got.
red zone.
He can't score.
It's not just Fields.
What?
The whole organization is bad in the red zone. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is.
Uh,
Yo, they bad.
he's the quarterback. He's the
They
quarterback.
were good in
He's
the
the
red zone with
quarterback.
Wilson, with Russell
Yeah, it
Wilson. They're
does. It
terrible.
does.
Yo, they
It
got to.
does. It
Yo,
does.
if Ed can pick that up in
Yeah,
red zone, if he
yeah.
can pick
He
that,
scores. He
Steelers got to
scores
be
in the
close
red
to
zone.
last place in red zone, going into the touchdown, they got.
It ain't even that. It's a different quarterback. When he's on the quarterback, he's gonna score. When Justin Fields on the
Yo,
quarterback, he's
yo,
gonna give you
yo,
3 points. What's the game that they had
yo,
like 5 field goals
Ed,
against
if you can
Dallas?
pick that
He
up, we
can't
all
score
know
in the
that
red zone, bro.
Wilson
He can't score in the goal
has been the
line.
starter for the most part of the season, and until he was hurt. If you look at right now, the Steelers red zone is terrible, and that's dealing with Wilson. And that's the team in general, man. It's not just Wilson. It's not Fields either. It's the team. It's the line. It's the line. These guys not getting separation from the
Justin
people that are
Fields is
guarding them.
not
There's a
ready.
whole bunch of things that are going on, man. It's not just that. It's not just a quarterback issue.
If Justin Fields is the
Man, listen,
quarterback
man.
next year, the
If we
Steelers won't make the playoffs.
listen,
Yo, I ain't gonna
if
lie.
we would have
Maybe,
cut
yeah,
Justin
maybe
Fields,
I
the
do need to
Patriots would
change.
pick him up. Get out
Maybe
of
it's
here,
Bill
Chris.
Belichick or
Get
something.
out of here. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
We can use him. We can use him right now. We can use him right
The
now.
games
All right,
games
yo, we
on
going to the
Sunday.
next pick. Yo, we going to the next game, man. All right, so we go there. It's only 2 games, right? The third, all the other
Now, let me
games
ask you
are
guys
one
something
game's
about
on
that Monday.
Monday,
Let me
the
ask you
other
guys
game's
about
on
that Monday.
Sunday, right?
Have you ever heard of a playoff game
Yeah,
being on a
I'm
Monday?
gonna put in there.
Oh, they did? Okay, so I don't remember that.
Yeah, they did that like 2 years
Mm.
ago. COVID. When COVID happened, they started doing that.
Right,
Remember
right, right.
the Cam Newton thing? When the Sunday
You
night, then
said
they pushed it
reason.
back to
See,
Tuesday.
the
Monday,
reason
they
why these
started,
days are changing these games
So
because
I guess they said,
these
they
other
put
stations are picking up these games. They're bidding for
I
these
don't mind it,
games,
though.
Prime and Netflix. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why you may have this. Listen. I got no problem with it at all.
I like it, though. I like it, though. Because sometimes you see the
Yeah,
game
true,
be on
true.
Sunday, and then the
So
whole
who
week is
plays on
one game,
Sunday,
bro.
man? What's going on, Ed? Talk to us.
And, you know,
All right, so let's go back to that real quick. All right, so we got let me get it
Oh
into
boy.
order because I got the Packers and the Eagles. I'm sorry, we still got
Ooh-wee.
we still got the
Broncos and the
Well,
Bills.
let me just say this. I'm gonna put it out there right now.
We gotta go to that real quick.
Straight talk Teddy's gonna put it out there. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna go. Listen.
Don't
Here we
do it.
go. I'm a big
Don't do it. Don't
X
do it.
Files fan, and I remember the
Don't do
Cancer
it.
Man saying
Don't do
Buffalo will
it.
never win a championship like that, right? Let me tell you something. I think Denver might beat them. I'm going with Denver on the upset. Because they got a good defense, and listen, I know Josh Allen's that
Oh,
guy.
my
Like I
God.
said, he may get the MVP this year, but he ain't getting no Super Bowl. That's real talk, man. Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
That's why they talking about him being the MVP. To
Damn.
know he ain't getting the Super Bowl. That's what's up.
Thank you, Ed, for just putting that in there for me. What is this guy talking about? Josh Allen losing to the Broncos at home in Buffalo
All right.
on a Sunday?
Listen,
He's lost his mind. You crazy?
Buffalo
Cancer
get
man.
knocked out.
Cancer man had cancer.
They ain't got to worry about Kansas City because they ain't gonna be there to meet them.
All right.
Oh man.
Cool. All right. So Sunday's game. The Broncos Bill. That's the 1 p.m. game. Then there's the
Oh,
4:30 game with the Packers going
no.
against the Eagles.
Oh, my Packers, let's
Yeah.
go. You already know
Was
what
you
time it is, baby.
what you slipped and bumped your head?
Oh,
Was you
baby.
slipped and bumped your head or
Oh,
so?
baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. It's here. You've been talking crazy all year.
You gonna
Oh, that
go
was
with a
a
team.
crazy
Hold
pick.
on, hold
It's
on,
here.
bro.
It's
You
here.
gonna go with a
It's
team.
here.
Hold on.
It's
No,
here.
wait.
You
Can I
know what
just say
time it
something?
is.
Can I say?
Hold on.
Go ahead, go
Let me
ahead.
talk.
Let me say,
Let me
you're
talk.
gonna go
I'm
with a
trying to let you
team. You're
talk.
gonna go
Let
with a
me talk.
team
Hold on,
that
hold
just
on.
lost
Go
last
ahead.
week
Go ahead.
to the Bears at home.
Yeah,
But they're gonna beat the Eagles, right? They're gonna beat the Eagles.
I don't care for that. I don't care for that. Yo,
Oh
you worrying about that?
God.
They lost to the Bears. They ain't have they started. You know what the end of the week. Jordan Love was not in the game, so don't even start playing. So you watch the game anyway. Hold on, I picked this, and Ed was there. Week 1 in the studio, Green Bay. It ain't started yet. I said, yo,
No. You said they were going to
listen
the
to
Super
that.
Bowl.
You
That's
thought
what you
I was
said. Call it like
crazy.
you said.
Now the time
Don't
is here.
change that.
Hold on. All right, I won't put that out there. Hold on. It's so rude to
Yeah.
say that, you know what I mean? Be crazy with it. I said what I said. You thought I was crazy. Hold on, give you it's finally here. I'm
Oh
sticking to my
God.
guns. The love bug is back. We're gonna show y'all what the virus gonna do.
Man.
We're gonna get you with that
Yeah, okay.
virus love bug. The virus like yo, y'all done. Yo, the Eagles, hold on. You talk about the Bears losing. What about the Eagles? They got a little mental
Mad
lapse
about
going on.
what?
Right now they
Mad
mad,
about
they
what?
sad, they ain't get the record. Oh man, they ain't get that record. They want that record. They ain't get that record. Saquon Barkley, he ain't get that record. Jalen Hurts still come back a concussion protocol. Yo, they limping into the playoffs with that mental lapse. He should have let them finish the season with that record. It's good. Like I said, it's gonna come back on them. Packers, Matt LaFleur, you like that? You like that? Matt LaFleur. Yo, I'm telling you, we got this.
All right.
Yeah, I know you like that. You like that.
We got your take on it. I'm just gonna give you
Yeah.
my take on it.
Woo! Let's
I
go.
think Green Bay. You talk about quarterbacks not being ready. I don't think
Let's go.
Love is good, but he's just not
Uh-huh.
ready yet to make that next step. And I think as far as and I think
Yeah.
hold on. You talk. I let you talk, and I'm gonna talk.
Let's shit
Now
on last year.
Philly,
You
on the
about
other
it.
hand, I think my man Hurt's gonna put the hurt on him. He's
Yeah.
gonna be back. He's
Yeah.
coming off the concussion protocol. He looked good. Yo, remember they sat a lot of
Mm-hmm.
players down last week, including Barkley, because they didn't want him to break that record, which I think was a bad move for running backs in general. I agree with you on that, Chris. But I just think that the Eagles are just
Terrible
too
move.
much experience and too strong of a team. I got the Eagles for the win and marching on. Yes, we gonna see.
All right, we're gonna see.
Yeah,
We're gonna
that's what's
see.
up.
Terrible.
All right. So for Sunday's final game, the 8 p.m. game, it's going to be the sixth ranked Washington Commanders
Oh
versus the
boy,
third ranked Tampa Bay
wow. This
Buccaneers.
well, you know what,
Yeah,
Baker
Ted.
Mayfield be
You
Baking,
picked
man. He
that
be
one.
doing his thing. Mike
Yeah.
Evans, they be doing it, and they playing in Tampa. You said right? It's gonna be a tough game. I don't think Washington will have the
Yep.
experience. That's a tough place to play in the playoffs. Tampa is tough. That place be rocking. As much as I would like Washington to win, I'll be rooting for them. But I think Tampa Bay will win this game. Yeah, what's up? What you got, bro?
Yeah, I ain't gonna
Mike
lie.
Evans is
Yeah,
killing him.
This Mike Evans, man. He's too fucking good, bro.
Go ahead, change your mind. Go ahead.
You know what?
I want. Yeah. Go ahead, change your mind.
You went for the upset for the Broncos.
Oh
I'm gonna
boy.
do the same thing. I'm gonna go with the Commanders,
Okay.
man.
Come
I'm going
on,
with the
come on, man.
Commanders.
This dude, man.
Nah,
This
hold
dude,
on, hold on,
man.
hold on.
You like that 3 card Molly guy. You be cheating, man.
Hold on. We going with the Buccaneers. We going with the Buccaneers. It's this guy first playoff, no way in hell. Put that Buccaneers. I'm gonna put the Buccaneers for let's go 41 points. Yeah. I'm bugging like the Commanders. First year rookie, you bugging.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
So pick your number, man.
I'm gonna
Pick your
say
number.
38
Yeah,
points.
you think you're gonna be up the hunt.
Man,
All right,
you
all right.
changed your mind
Yeah,
three
you thought
times
you was up
already,
the hunt.
bro.
You
Come
like,
on,
yeah.
man.
Oh, I thought that. Hold on. Nope. He a rookie quarterback. He a rookie quarterback in his first start. Man, please. Even we all know what it's like to be a rookie. The only rookie I know that won his first start was Michael Vick. I don't remember a rookie winning his first start in the playoffs. I think maybe Joe Flacco. Maybe. But it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Not his rookie year. Not his first start. His first year? Hell no. Let's go with the last game, man. What we got? What we got?
All right, so the last game is going to be a Monday night game at 8 o'clock. And due to the wildfires, they moved the game to Arizona.
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
going to be the Minnesota Vikings against the Rams.
All right. Shout out to the people, going through all that tragedy and stuff like that. It's a tragedy. I ain't gonna lie. That thing looking
Yeah,
like a war zone for real.
yeah.
That thing is just wiping houses down. I ain't gonna lie. It's serious. Like, people on the East Coast don't really take it serious because, it's on the West Coast, but they get them fires. Like, we get storms and coldness. They get them fires, man. So, shout out to all the people going through all that
Right.
tragedy and stuff, losing their homes and stuff. But is it Arizona? I ain't gonna lie, Ted. It kind of
Right.
does change the criteria because it's
Exactly.
not a home game. It's more like a neutral site game. That's tough. This is tough. I ain't gonna lie, that's tough, especially for the Rams too. Like, because now they're saying they reselling the tickets. So you reselling the tickets. Oh my goodness. It's probably gonna be a bunch of
Well,
bunch of
I'm gonna
Minnesota
say
Viking
this,
fans in
man.
there, man.
So who you
Like,
got?
look, all right, yeah. Matt Stafford. You know what? Being that they playing in Arizona,
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings. I've been picking them all year. And you know what though? I'm gonna say this real fast. For the Rams, they made me Matthew Stafford made me a believer again, man himself. I don't know what happened. He dipped in the Lazarus pit or something. I don't know. He got younger.
All right. Well, listen. I think the
Yeah, I'll
Rams
let you pick. I
are
know who
picking
you
up
gonna
some
pick.
momentum, but I think also Minnesota had a little hiccup last week. They didn't play that well, and I'm quite sure they're going to clean that up. I think it's going to be a tough game. It's really, to be honest, it's really a pick'em game. But I'm going to give Minnesota the edge, and I'm going to say Minnesota at playoff game. I'm going to say 39.
All right, 39. All right, I go. Yeah, cause I got a feeling this is gonna be like a little scoring. So I go 38.
Right.
Okay, so everything's locked in. We got Chris and Ted picking the Chargers over the Texans. Ted picks 39 points. Chris picks 36. The Steelers versus the Ravens. Chris picks the Ravens. Ted picks the Steelers. The Broncos versus the Bills. Chris picks the Bills. Ted picks the Broncos. The Packers versus the Eagles. Chris picks the Packers. Ted picks the Eagles. Commanders versus the Buccaneers. Chris and Ted picked the Buccaneers, with Chris choosing 41 points, Ted choosing 38 points. The Vikings versus the Rams. Both pick the Vikings, with Chris
Okay.
picking 38 points and Ted picking
Okay.
39.
Sounds good to me.
Looking good.
All right. So, Chris, I think this is a topic that you wanted to speak about with Mel Kiper Jr.'s top 10 quarterback rankings for the 2025 NFL Draft.
Yeah. No keeper. Yeah, yes sir, yes sir. So these are all the quarterbacks. Um,
I'll make
so
What?
it
who's that? Who's
available
that?
to
Hey,
you.
that's Ted
Oh
watching
yeah.
fool.
Oh, yeah,
What's that in the
yeah.
background? Who watching
Yeah,
fool?
I was
Hey yo,
watching.
my
Yeah, man. I was
man.
just
Yo,
watching
my
some of the videos, man.
man.
You know,
Yo, what's
watching my
going
man.
on?
You know,
Oh
travel food guy,
man.
man. You know,
Oh man.
hey man, I'm
Dude talking
sorry, man.
about
Sometimes
fish,
that's what I do,
chicken,
man.
all this lamb chops with
We
cheese
foodies,
and
man. You listen,
like, what's
we
going
foodies, man. You know
on?
what time it
Like,
is. Come on, man.
what's going on?
Well, I know you famished, man, because you
I
just
just
got
had
up, so
breakfast,
probably
man. Come
starving.
on, baby. So I
Partying
am
all night,
starving.
being throwback
And then
Chris,
I'm gonna
doing
be
like
fasting
playing,
for the next 8
dancing,
hours.
doing the hustle and all that last night. I know, man. I got you,
I
man.
said, you know how we do.
You was dancing hustle. I heard you was doing hustle last night.
The hustle, yo, bro. Yo, the hustle, yo, bro.
Uh,
Yo,
or you
Ed, what is going on with this guy? The hustle, yo, my
up
man.
there doing the
Oh
cat,
my
up there,
goodness, this
last
guy be showing
Ed, he
his
was up there doing the
age.
cabbage patch last
Oh
night.
my,
He was doing the cabbage patch
huh?
last night. He said, "What the hell is this guy doing?" See,
The
this is
cat
my back in
daddy
my day, man. He was doing the cabbage patch. Yeah,
with the Martin. Yo, Martin turned that Cabbage Patch into something different.
yeah,
Because everybody remember when he
yeah.
went to the club with Gina, right? Remember with the Pele?
And
Hey, you can dance?
then Chris
He
broke out
just
the
ain't
then
get
he broke
money
out the
and
kid
couldn't
and
dance.
play at the later
The
on, and they broke out
Cabbage
the kid and
Patch.
play. Oh shit, damn.
Yo, man. Yo, this dude is crazy. All right, yo, we're doing a top 10 quarterback list, and we're going to do the Mel Kiper. Look, I'm going to say this real fast. So, yeah, I was going to say, can you put that screen and make another screen of the Mel Kiper's top the NFL teams, and then you could put because these are just the quarterbacks. Yo, real fast,
Yeah.
you could this name Quint Hewitt from Texas University. Yo, bro, yo, that man has dropped, and the Carson Beck from Georgia University. He's staying in college.
Yo,
He
man, you notice
transferred
how
to
a lot of these
Miami.
guys,
That's
especially
crazy.
quarterbacks, they go place 1 year, they don't like it, they just break out, and somebody's willing to give them a spot somewhere else. You notice that?
Hey, you know what? Good. That's because all these guys that you know why it's good for them? Because they should
Yeah,
have been paying these guys the money before. You know how
yeah.
you say it's cheaper like to pay for something now than later? See, like they never paid. So like they changed the rules have changed now. Like I'm already a graduate student. I don't need to transfer because I already sat out a year. So yeah, I'm gonna move in deuces. Yeah, pay me my money. The game has changed. You know what's funny though? The Georgia quarterback went to Miami because he got hurt the last game of the SEC
Right.
championship, and the backup Stockton came in. You know how that go in college. The backup is a high recruit. It ain't like he just a bum backup. So that backup been great the
Yo,
last 4 or 5 years of high school.
quarterback
Fool.
job,
Just waiting for you to get the hell out
quarterback
the
job is
house.
one of the toughest
And
jobs to
that's what
keep.
happened. You see it all the time.
You always got to
Yep.
be on top of your game because the dude behind you is itching to
See,
take your spot.
toughest. And there's no room. So he came, played great in a championship game. You know, he didn't play a game in the next playoff game, which was Notre Dame a couple weeks
Right.
ago. Because you know why? He's a rookie, right? But that don't mean he's not good. Yo, the QB said, "Oh hell no, you think I'm gonna be around this guy? Because he'll have to come back, and then he'll, you know what I'm saying?" He said, "No, I'm out. I'm gonna go to Miami in the ACC. Cam Ward not gonna be there. I'm gonna be the starter.
Yeah,
I don't have to fight for my life.
yeah,
Look over my shoulder. I'm out of here." And that's what happened. Yep. And as far as Quentin Hewitt, who played last night in the Texas, oh my God, they played in the playoffs. I don't want to talk
right.
about it. They lost, but yo, Quentin Hewitt is not a good quarterback. He's going to NFL. Good riddance. I don't know if he's going to NFL. He's trying to come back to Texas. He's not coming back to Texas because they got Arch Manning.
Right.
You know, they got Peyton Manning's nephew there. So that's not happening. And honestly,
Right.
he should have been in the game yesterday. That's how bad Quentin Hewitt is. Oh my God, this guy throws floaters. He's a good floater. He's a good test pass. He throws floaters.
Right.
He doesn't throw strikes.
Well,
It's a couple. It's a couple of joints, but you know, now some people got
right.
Shador Sanders and Cam Ward. That's gonna be the 1-2 punch. Some people like Shador, some people like Cam. But we can't talk about the draft without talking about something that's in the room. Now, this is the top 10 as in like picks. You know what I'm saying? You got Tennessee, Cleveland,
Right.
Giants, New England. We already talked about what New England was doing, winning the game. And then
Right.
now they got an offensive lineman. They got an offensive tackle. They're going to pick offensive tackle. I took it into existence a couple of weeks ago, and it happened. So
Gotcha.
we're not going to talk
Gotcha.
about the Patriots no
Gotcha.
more
Well,
until next year.
well,
Yeah, that was stupid. I don't
well.
understand
Let me
what's the
just
point
say
of
this. I
that.
want to
I don't
add on to
understand what's
what
the
you were
point of
saying
winning,
earlier
and then
about
now
you
you have
talk
a
about
full
these
pick.
guys transferring and things of that
Dumb.
nature. I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but it's the rule is going to change as of next season, I believe. And it's something like this, which is going to be good for college, and I think even better for pros because you're going to get a more of a polished player. I don't know if you guys realize that there's going to be a lot of recruitment from junior colleges in college football as well now because what they did was they changed the rule or something where a guy can play junior college football, still get a chance to go to a Division One school, but he's not going to lose any eligibility. I don't know if you guys realize that they changed the rule of eligibility now, and I'm telling you, I think it's unbelievable.
I heard
You're gonna
that.
have
Yes,
more
yes,
guys. You know how
yes,
sometimes
yes.
guys are just not ready for the pros and they're not ready for college. They got to have an extra year in junior college. Now you're gonna have older guys that are coming in as freshmen, which overall will have a better product on the court, a more seasoned guy, a more mature guy, probably on and off the court. And in this case, on and off the field as well. A quarterback, it takes time for those guys to develop, even in college sometimes. That's why they be bouncing all over the place. But now, if you can recruit a junior college guy and then have him come in like a year or so later, and he has 4 years eligibility, you're getting an older player, a stronger player. You understand what I'm saying? So I think it's a very interesting thing to look, and it's going to help the pros out because now you'll get a more mature guy, a more seasoned guy, a more, physically fit guy who's going to be more ready to play than ever before.
The only pushback on that, gotta be careful. Now, I don't mind that rule because I heard about it, but I don't want this to be like, oh, if I do 2 years of junior college and I do 1 year college of Division One, I gotta stay another year too. No, because if I'm ready, there's no way I'm gonna play 4 or 5 years and then go in the NFL and then I get an injury and now I only get one contract and I'm done for the next 2 3 years. That's the only pushback I give that. Everything you said was right, but not for running backs. They ain't trying to hear that. They need 1 or 2 years and then they gone because they can't face the vigorous injuries, man. Because you have to sign. It's not that. It's the years on the knees. It's the years of that
Right,
contract in the NFL. You have to sign
right,
a 4 or 5. It's a 4 year with a 5th year option. So like, it's tough. It's tough to get that 5th year option because if they don't pick it up, they're gonna franchise you. Then now you got another
right,
7 8 years on
right,
your knees, and then if you have a bad year, oh you see, you're done. We don't need you. Like so, that's the only pushback I said. Everything you do said is right, and you do it. We do need more polish because dudes is not polished. Dudes is not ready. And I'm gonna piggyback on what you said. They're gonna be stronger and more polished because it's better because the NFL has changed. Remember how back in the day you give a person 2 3 years. It was almost like you give a person 1.5 years, 2 years on the bench behind learning the system. They don't have that time no more. It's almost like they got 8 games to figure it out. If you're not starting, 8 games where you better look good. But if
right,
not, they throw
right,
you in the fire and they expect you to be that guy for the next 5 to 10 years. So like the game ain't waiting for nobody to develop at their pace. We need you to develop at our pace, as in like hurry up. We ain't got
Well,
time. Time is money. We ain't got that 4 years. Your coach got 3 years. Your coach got 3 years because your coach and quarterback is connected. Your coach got 3 years to make an adjustment to look good, and you got 3 years as well. Because if you're not, the coach gonna go. You got that 1 more year, and then if the coach don't like
well,
you,
I'll
the
tell you
coach
one
will say
thing.
get out of
I
here.
kind of agree with you.
That's
I
how it
understand
works.
that too.
How it
But
goes.
also too, with these new things, you want to call them nuances, whatever you want to call it. But what's going to happen is that basically you're going to have these guys coming in from the pros, right? And basketball and football is no longer about college. It's no longer about. Like you said, it's a business now. This is business, and they stand it on business now. So now you're gonna have more time to pick who you really want. That's gonna impact your program. Or in this case, might be a franchise guy down the road. You understand what I'm saying? But these new things happening now, it's been going on for years, but now you're really gonna see it now with this new rule that this is strictly business, man. And that's what it's all is always gonna be about that from this point going forward.
And rightfully so, because these are young grown men. We keep showing them they kids. They kids compared to our age,
Yeah.
but these are young grown men. Like these are young fellas right here. You know what I'm saying? Like they should be able to get their money. Why else? Coming out of high school
Right.
because your working papers
Right.
at 16, you get
Yeah.
whatever you want. It's an American way. Like what are we talking about here? Like, and I'm happy because let's keep it real. People who play sports, I'm not saying a lot of times, I'm not saying all the time, but at least 8 out of 9 times out of 10 come from
Yes.
not the best financial family. You understand? Usually the father works, usually the mother
Right.
works, and they provide for the kid. That don't mean they rich though. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they got to work different hours. They got to work overtime. My uncle used to
Right.
got to sneak a game in. Let me sneak a game. All right, yo, good son, I
Yeah.
love you. I don't go back to
Sure.
work. Like, you're one of those. Come on, Tad. You know what it is. So, like, a lot of times these families, and then I don't want to name drop, but let's talk about the Reggie Bush when they took his Heisman and said he was taking money and all this. I hear you, but first of all, your stepfather is actually the father because he took care of you when you was damn near born. Like he got to work different kind of odd jobs. He got multiple kids. You got things you got to do. The guy got to go to a prestige college. What are we gonna do here? Oh, he takes a little money. But how much is the university making? You got to sign your name off. They're making all these billions, all these millions. You know what I'm saying? Off your name, and you can't even get food for to eat. And then he got his Heisman taken, and then 10 years later, they
Right.
say, oh, we was actually wrong because he was entitled to that. So give him his Heisman back.
Right.
Come on, man, what y'all doing here? What
Yeah.
y'all doing
I hear
here?
you.
Y'all looking bad out here. You know what I mean, Ted? So, like, power to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a joke. But that's what's going on right now. Now let's just go. Let's just get back to the real issue. Let's talk about what's in. Let's talk about let's talk about the cat in
The
the room. You
elephant
know what I'm saying?
in the
I said
room. But
that
go
right.
ahead.
If you're
Yeah.
the Tennessee,
Meow. I don't know what that's about, but
I said
okay.
the cat. All right.
Right.
So look, the number 1 pick goes to the Tennessee Titans. The number 2 pick goes to the Cleveland Cavaliers, Cleveland Browns. The number 3 pick goes to the New York Giants. I already told you we ain't talking about the Patriots
Right.
because they're going
Right.
offensive linemen. Who cares? I don't want to hear that shit. But anyway, this is the dilemma. Deshaun Watson is going to be out for the next year. They say he tore his Achilles again, right? He re-tore it. I don't know how I didn't know you could do that. So the Cleveland Browns got them drafted Shador because they got Cam Ward going number 1 to the Tennessee Titans. Now the elephant in the room is the Tennessee
Okay.
Titans just fired their GM yesterday, and they don't have a coach as well. I think they fired their coach, if I'm not mistaken, they got rid of him or he already got rid of him. So you know what that means. Do you see either two scenarios? Deion Sanders going to the Tennessee Titans as a head coach, drafting his son, Shador Sanders, or do you see the Cleveland Browns trying to draft, and I say trying to draft Shador, and Deion saying, I don't want my son going there because there's no coaching vacancy in Cleveland Browns. They got their coach. What do
Well,
you think about that?
yeah.
I know it's tough, right? That's tough.
I don't know, man. Cleveland Browns. I mean, I understand the whole thing with that's a tough situation, man, because you got a guy you just
I said the
gave
same.
a lot of money to, but like I
Yeah.
said, it seemed like it's not a good fit for Deshaun. You know what I'm saying? Now he got injured again. You don't know how he's gonna come back. This could be a Danny Dimes situation where they might just, depending on who they pick as a quarterback, they may want to get rid of this guy. This is what I don't like about football. And I understand it's a business, and these football players know that. But I really wish at some point in time they reach an agreement where they can get these guys some kind of guaranteed contract. You know what I'm saying? Something, man, because this shit is it's getting brutal now. It's
Something
getting
because
brutal. The way they did Danny Johnson, I'm not saying
getting bad.
they didn't have the right to do that, but yo, they cut him like he was nothing, bro. Like it was like Reva Dirty, man. Like, and we're not giving you, and we don't give you the money that we supposed to give you money based on the contract. Everything else, you got.
But that's the thing. Ted, it goes back to what we say all the time. Why do they keep re-signing the quarterbacks that are mediocre? Why not just let them go and just sign a real
Yo,
good one? Like, what's the big
I
deal
think
with
what it
keeping a
boils down to,
mediocre
Chris.
quarterback? I
What
don't
I think what it
understand.
boils
I
down,
know there's
Chris.
nothing wrong with nothing,
Me and
but
you are in the war room and
jeez.
we're drafting guys, and you say, "Hey, man, I like the guy from Tennessee," and I go, "Well, I think the guy from Notre Dame would be a better fit." And then we leave it up to the GM, and he goes, "Well, I like the guy from Notre Dame, quarterback." And they pick, yeah, they had to tell, yeah, they might do heads and tails,
Let's go
and all of a
closer.
sudden
Heads and
they
tails.
get a guy like Brian Leaf. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, boy, it's like, yo, like, whoa, whoa. So that's what I'm saying. In
Yeah,
football,
like,
the picks are
yo.
so important to a franchise. You can't really mess that up. And that's why, not to go back with the Steelers, I think they've been messing that up. Whoever's the people that are looking at these guys and evaluating talent for their team, they're
Yeah.
messing up. They're screwing up. You know what I'm saying? And they doing it based on the fact that they don't want to pay these guys no money. So what I'm saying is that why certain teams they take the time to invest in safeties and defensive players and some teams don't. You can tell because the quarterback keep going to the spot where it is the weakest link. Let's be honest. If it's a line, we're gonna run it and brutally run you down to death. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
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 we're gonna give you
exactly. We're gonna run you out of
a
death. We're
full
gonna run the
dose of
running back
Henry
into the
all
ground.
day
And
long.
it's like,
Henry
yeah,
all day.
it's
You be
just,
like, whoa, we ain't got the line built for that. And by the third quarter, this guy's busting out 30-yard runs, bam, bam, bam. You know what I'm saying? So it's important. But when you talk about the money aspects, you mentioned it earlier, somebody owning like 2%, 10%. Yeah, that's a lot of money. But that money sometimes doesn't get to these players like it's supposed to because the owner wants his bread. He got to pay his staff and everything, the coaches. But yo, man, it's crazy. The
so you
his
do you
son.
think do you think he's going to the
Oh, you mean
NFL? Do you
as
think
I
Deion
mean,
Sanders
oh,
is going to the
you mean his
NFL?
coach? Yo,
Do you think him and
listen, it's no doubt about it. Now I thought it was some injury. I was
yeah?
talking to my brother Sid in Atlanta. They recruited this kid from my niece's high school. All right, and this kid is like one of the top quarterbacks in the country. Now it's going to be interesting. I forgot what the young man's name is. I'm sorry, I don't remember his name, but he's yeah from Colorado. This kid is he's the number one. Yeah,
You talking about from Colorado,
he's
right?
nice and right.
Yeah, the dude
So
with the dreads. He's
my
nice.
niece,
He's a five-star recruit. I know what you're talking about. Yes,
they
he's
went to
nice.
that high school, so they watched them play and everything. So my thing is this is like You recruit this guy as a quarterback, and there's a possibility Deion might be breaking out. Deion is going to leave if the offer is right for him to make that bread, and if the opportunity where he can have his son on the team as well, or Cam. Yeah, I think he's gonna jump at that, man. I think right now he's just building up his resume to get to the pros. And he did what he did what he did in Colorado. He made them a better football team. He made them better. They got more money coming in. They got a lot of things going on in Colorado. Just like he did with the HBCU school. All right, he changed that around too. So he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. The next thing for him
Yes,
is
sir.
to go to the pros and be successful. I think it's going to be a lot of openings after the NFL season. That you already see guys are getting GMs and losing their jobs. They're gonna fire. They don't fire a couple of coaches already. So it's going to be some openings. It's just a matter if it's the right fit and the right money and the right control for
Yeah.
Dion to do his thing and run. From a coaching standpoint. Yeah.
It's tough because I don't know if he's right. He has a 5-star
Yeah.
recruit. I feel like he's in a good space of if he do, if he don't. Like if he doesn't go, he's good. And if he does, so like, all right, let's just put a couple scenarios out real fast. Like, let's say he doesn't go to the NFL. He'll still be at Colorado with a 5-star recruit, and
Yeah.
eventually he will leave the following year. Either he'll be another coach in the college, or he'll be in the NFL. NFL ain't gonna know where he can still do that. The only thing, the pushback. As far as the Tennessee Titans, is he going back to the Tennessee Titans? Me personally, is a perfect fit, right?
Right.
Got a coach, got the son. Now everybody's already talking. Oh,
Right.
bench him because everybody always talk negative about negative stuff. It's a joke to me. Oh, can you bench him?
Right.
Can you
Right.
can you do this to him? It's always negative. Nobody talks about positive. Okay, cool. The second thing is. I don't want to hear this garbage about him going to the Cleveland Browns. I don't want no real quarterback going to the Cleveland Browns because I feel like they made their bet with Deshaun Watson. Now he's going to be hurt. He's going to be out for the season, like the season that's coming up next year. So you're going to draft a quarterback who has restructured his contract. He's there for the next 2-3 years. You're going to have that allurement over him. That's why you're the Cleveland Browns. If y'all do that, y'all a joke. I don't know what y'all doing. I don't want to see him do that. And then Deion Sanders probably be like, yo, hold on, I want my son going there.
Well,
And
the
rightfully
Giants,
so.
man, the Giants
At least
definitely
the New
gonna
York
have to
Giants,
go.
right?
The Giants gonna have to get a quarterback.
You think the Giants are going to
There's no doubt. There's no doubt they're gonna get a quarterback in the draft.
Exactly.
They're the third pick. They're gonna get a quarterback.
Exactly. So, like, and this is all the scenario of Deion not going. So let's say the Tennessee Titans. In my opinion, I don't feel like the Tennessee Titans. I feel like they're gonna go Cam Ward. I feel like if Deion's the
Right.
coach, they're gonna get Shador. So I feel like that's how it's gonna work. So the fact that I don't think he's going to the NFL, I feel like they're gonna get Cam Ward. I feel like when the Cleveland Browns are gonna get Shador, Deion's gonna go say, I don't want my son going there. Because y'all a terrible franchise.
Okay.
So you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna draft Travis Hunter. It's funny. So like I tell people, the best person to be in the draft is the Giants at 3. They have an option. Either those 2 quarterbacks get taken and they take Travis Hunter, or they're gonna take one of those QBs. Now, what's the elephant in the room? We always say about the Giants. What's the one thing they haven't had in their whole franchise? 2 things.
Yep.
Black quarterback, black head coach. They got a head coach. They ain't got no black quarterback. They ain't never had a black quarterback. They have had black quarterback play the position. They have had one Geno Smith. Oh, he's the first starter. Okay, nobody can do that. They ain't never drafted no black quarterback and no high lottery pick ever. Ever. Have they drafted a black quarterback? It's possible they have. They got from Virginia Tech, but he wasn't good. I think longest Thomas. I think he was tight end. But anyway, they ain't never draft no high quarterback. So that's the dilemma. You know what I'm saying? And he did. I don't think it's that much a dilemma as it was back in the day, but it hasn't happened. So we'll find out. It's going to be an interesting draft. They got rid of the Oakland Raiders, the coach. They got rid of a couple coaches. All these teams that pick a number from 1 through 10 actually have new coaches. Excuse me. Chicago, I think New Orleans. I don't know if they fired their coach. On the Jets, the Raiders, and Jacksonville,
Right.
and the Tennessee Titans as well. So Ed, put up the top 10 Mel Kiper's draft order for the players who they got drafted. So, because it's funny because you hear me, Ted, in the beginning of the year they had
Right.
Quinn Ewing to the Giants. And it looked like a good pick, but trust me, his
Right.
stock is dropped. His stock is dropped. He lost last night, man, in the championship in one of the playoffs, man. That wasn't a good look for him at all. At all, man. At all. The worst time for him to pick. That was the worst time to
Well,
play that game, man. He played
we're gonna see, man. I think it's gonna be interesting. The draft is a ways from now, but it's gonna be interesting that what the Giants gonna do. Definitely what the Cleveland Browns gonna do, and the Titans. There's no doubt about that. Do I bring
Now
who?
the question is, do you bring Aaron Rodgers back? Aaron Rodgers back.
To be honest with you, I don't think the Jets have really a choice. I don't think where the Jets are drafting in the draft. They're not drafting. They're drafting 7. But anybody from a quarterback
Seven.
I mean, college basketball better
Yeah.
than I do. Is anybody a 7th round draft pick that's worth the Jets to even entertain?
No, we're not doing
Okay,
that.
so that means that Rodgers coming back.
Nope. Nope.
Anybody, and Rodgers has no leverage.
Oh
Nobody's gonna
man.
be just
I think
giving
he's
away
gonna get
draft
out of
picks for
here.
his ass. Nah, nah, that ain't happening. Those days are over.
I think I think the Jets. I don't know. I feel like the Jets is. It's like I wish he would have never had that Achilles injury. It kind of set him back. He might have a good year. I don't think they'd be as bad as they think. He moved it real well. He didn't get hurt, so that's the good thing. His body did his back. This day he's a
Right,
what 42
right.
year, 43-year quarterback. He's like,
Well,
jeez. Okay, there we go. We got the offensive
yeah,
linebacker.
Penn State,
Yeah, they
man,
lost
Penn
that
State.
today
That's my
too.
team. That's my
So
college team.
Notre Dame beat
Penn
the Penn
State's my
State.
Penn State, my
Oh,
team. They was
we're
rocking
talking
them.
about terrible ass Penn State. Yo, look, man. Yo, man, I'm gonna keep it real, man. Your boy Frank Martin, he needs to relax, bro. He needs to chill, bro. He needs to relax, chill. Like, get. He's never happy. He's always depressed. He came out the Marcus Freeman, the other black coach, talking about Notre Dame should have a conference championship. Da 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 da. Well, they beat Georgia ass and they were in the SEC. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Like, get out of my face. And then Penn State, you play Ohio State and you lose to Michigan every year, and then you talking about this and this and that. Give me a break. I don't want to hear that. Stop. And then he
Yeah,
throw another black coach under the bus in front of all these
yeah.
white folks. What's wrong with him, man?
No,
What's
I didn't
wrong
see
with
the
Ted?
press
Ted, what's
conference.
wrong with you,
I,
man?
I didn't see. I
What is
gotta
he
see it.
doing? Did you see that press conference? I know you heard about it, right?
What is that?
Oh, what are
What
you
did he say?
doing?
What did
Like,
he
what are you
say?
doing? Like, sometimes he's so Notre Dame
Right,
doesn't have a conference.
right,
They're not in a conference. You know what I'm saying? So like, in other words, they not they don't
right,
have a conference championship game. So if they win out, usually they just go to the chip bowl. But the difference is that somebody brought this up on the television that when the conference goes to the at the end of the
right,
year, they split $14 million between the teams, right? Notre
right,
Dame,
right,
they're
right,
independent, so they don't have to split nothing.
right.
so they're the only team from their conference, but there's no conference championship. So a lot of teams is probably mad. Programs is mad that they got to split. Don't be mad because the program is what it is. And you know
Right.
what? I used to be one of the cats and be like, "Oh yeah, they need a championship game." No, you don't, because the game has changed. Everybody's good now. I don't. You need a championship game. They proven it. The only thing is, it's a gift and a curse. They don't have a championship
Right.
game. But you know what, Ted? They never get a bye because the byes in the playoffs
Right.
go to the first round championship games who won their conference championship. So actually, they got a tougher way
Right.
to get into the championship than the ones with the championship. That's why it was stupid. That's why I made Frank Martin look bad. Like, you should have knew the rules, bro. Like, they don't get no. They in the
Right.
championship game. They went through the gauntlet. They went through every game, and they played the home game.
Well.
So like, yeah. So, you know, like Frank Martin, man, he got to do something, Tad. He ain't win. He ain't winning. He been there like 10 years now.
That's what
He ain't
happens
win
sometimes,
nothing.
man. You got these guys been there for a while, and the good old boy network, and that's how it works, man. But I tell you one thing, I would not be surprised. Okay, that next championship game is on Monday, right? It's coming up on Monday, right? Oh, okay, next Monday. I will not be surprised
Yeah, next Monday.
if
Not
Ohio
this Monday.
State
Next
blows
Monday.
Notre Dame out. I wouldn't even be surprised.
It won't surprise me. But you know what?
Right.
It won't surprise me if Notre Dame actually came with it. I've been watching them all year. You know
Right.
what they are? They're a team. They're like, you know, like they're a team. Like, they're not great as a superstar here and there, but together they like. I ain't gonna lie. I got a feeling Ohio State is gonna win because they played Texas yesterday, and I give them.
Right.
People thought they were gonna blow us out, and that wasn't happening. So. Yo, Ed, I see you doing the picks. I think they gotta update that. I think I don't know if they got
As
it in
far
the
as
right
what? What do you
order.
mean? You talking about as far as
Like they got a lot of stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
As far as the draft order and that picks. I think they gotta update it now because I think the season ended yesterday because they got the Texans. They got the guy
Yeah,
that was already
those
down at
projections are
12.
going to change
They
based
got
on
him
these
going to the
last couple
Patriots
games.
at
It's going
number
to be,
4.
and then when they go to these compounds and they work out, those projections changes automatically. You're right.
Yeah, because they got Cam Ward
Right.
at 5th. He ain't going 5th. He ain't going past 3.
Yeah, but like
He
you
ain't
said,
going past 3.
but see,
Cam
Chris,
Ward is not going past 3.
only out of those
Hell
three
no.
teams in the top three,
Oh,
only one team will probably draft him. Think, yeah,
remember what I said though? Either or. You gotta draft.
I don't
Letting them
see,
go past
I
you.
don't
You're
see.
not letting them
No,
go
the Giants will not draft a black
past the
quarterback. Let's
Giants.
keep it
You
real, man.
tell me the Giants? No.
And
Oh
neither,
man.
neither will Cleveland either. I don't think they will do that either.
Oh man. Yo, I say.
They'll trade for a guy, yeah, but not pick a guy. Nah, I don't think
Oh
so.
man. So
Now maybe
I think
The Titans might. I don't know. The Titans might.
oh man. I'm telling you. Titans gonna
Right.
draft either or. They're gonna draft Cam Ward. You're not. I think they're gonna draft Cam Ward. I don't see
Right.
it now. And if we go down far, you go down
So
to the Raiders. It's like, yo, Ed, we're gonna come back to this next week.
yeah, sure, man. But like I said,
We don't got time.
also this NBA season is doing pretty well. It's moving and grooving, and it's getting interesting. So we're gonna be transitioning to the NBA season, which is like talking about the Knicks, the Nets, the Celtics. We're gonna get the Lakers. So we're gonna get ready for that, and I hope everybody's ready for that as well.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about your dynasty. We're gonna talk about the
They was
dynasty of Celtics.
they was a
Yeah,
dynasty
dynasty,
way
right?
before
They're
I
a
was
dynasty, right?
was a fan of the Celtics. They
Biggest
was
dynasty ever. They're a biggest dynasty. Nah, they're a dynasty. No, they're the Celtics. They're a dynasty. They're number one favorite. They
I don't know
deserve
about
to win
that,
the
man.
championship
Yeah,
in the next 2 to 3
I don't
years
know
or something
about
like
all
that.
that,
Yeah.
man.
Y'all the champions. I don't want any no excuses. Y'all the champions. Y'all gonna win the next 3 years. Y'all gonna be the greatest franchise, champion
We having
franchise
troubles with these
of all
teams
time.
already,
Gonna be the
man.
biggest superstar.
Who's us? Who's us? What team you talking about?
Y'all been tuck your tail. Y'all
No,
you
I
see the
can't see
hat.
Knicks hat,
See the
but we
hat.
got
See
Knicks
the
hat.
Knicks hat.
Okay,
You know what time it is.
okay. I'll say this, man. I always tell people, Knicks fans, and I don't say this with no disrespect and no malice, but your grandkids won't even see a championship, man, for the
Don't say
Knicks.
it.
That's all I got to say.
Yo, y'all got lucky. Y'all ain't winning 20 years, and all of a sudden y'all want to brag now. Y'all ain't winning 20 years,
Yo,
and then all of a sudden y'all get the easiest finals ever. Why is that the Celtics
bro, come
always
on,
play the
man.
easiest
Don't be
finals,
hating,
easiest
man.
paths?
Don't be hating,
Why is it that?
man. Because
Y'all
your
play
Knicks can't get it
nobody. I
right, man.
swear.
Knicks can't get
Yo,
it right. It's not our fault.
God, all these franchises.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, we're gonna end that
See, Chris,
topic. We're gonna
and,
end
and,
that
and
off
Phoenix got their
bad
ass rocked
because
last night by Oklahoma City, so I watched some of
these
that game.
guys pulling
That's my
some
Christmas
too
getting.
much.
That's my Christmas getting down. He's like, yo, I don't want to talk about these guys.
Yo, look, man. We love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. Look, we're gonna be back next week to talk
Yeah.
about the
But
playoff
congratulations
deal.
to me again for
My
winning the
nigga come back
season
earlier and do
championship
something, man.
over Chris.
Yo,
That's
we
not.
out. Love ya.
Yeah, I want to see a
Oh
championship,
Lord,
man.
you
I
won
got
the
more wins
season?
than you.
You
Yeah, of
already won the
course.
season?
But not for the playoffs. But the playoffs. But the playoffs is a different season. Is a whole is
It's a
like starting over again.
technicality because
Me and you in the playoffs, we starting over. Technicality.
that's a technicality because that's technicality.
Yo, hey man.
Because we ain't do
Yo,
the
hey
best
man.
in
This guy
regular
sound
games.
like
I feel like I
yo,
won a
yo,
lot of
hey
those
man.
games. I'm gonna watch the shows
Hey, he
and go
sound like
back
Trump, man. Gonna
and
take you
tally
to
them
court,
up.
man. I'm fighting this, man. I'm fighting
Nah,
this.
I'm tallying them. Yeah,
Oh
I'm
man.
fighting this. And it's not to be determined. We're
Oh
gonna tally
man.
all
So such
those
a
picks up.
so
We
yeah, but
ain't
listen,
going like
man.
that.
Listen,
It's
man. We're
like
such a
7,
sore
8
loser.
weeks
But
of
listen,
picks out of one.
everybody have a
Give me a
great
break.
weekend. Enjoy the football games this weekend.
Yes.
We got a weekend full of sports. I think you got MMA as well. I think I'm not really sure. But have a great weekend and a safe weekend as well.
Oh, that's right.
Peace.
Yes, we love y'all. Peace. Peace.
Peace.